this scenario that requires like every party in it to very, very quickly adapt and open up to what this new situation means and feels like. What was it like on your wife, right? What was it like on your wife and your relationship through that time?
Absolutely awful. It
I can
was,
imagine. Yeah.
yeah, this was the biggest wedge ever. And I mean, like, even crossing my arms here, kind of like freaking out just remembering this. But you know, Tanai needed a lot of my attention, and she felt very safe. Like, she wanted to hold my hand, she wanted to hug me, she wanted to cuddle, she wanted to be in between us in the bed. She would even joke, say, "Baby in the middle," "baby in the middle," and we're like, "Oh, baby in the middle is pretty big right now." That's the day we also decided to get a king bed instead of a queen bed.
It's like usually baby in the middle doesn't say I'm going to be baby in the middle.
Right, and she would even make this like voice where she would be like, "Baby in the middle." Like, oh my god. She's hilarious, by the way. So there was a lot of funny moments within the chaos, and still we have a lot of funny moments now. But yeah, it was a big wedge in our relationship, and actually it got to the point where I felt like I didn't even know my wife, and I had no clue how to connect with her. And we were definitely not intimate for a long, long time. Probably, yeah, close to a year. Uh, so yeah, we became two completely separate individuals until we started to experience a lot of hardship coming through Tanai, and a few things happened that I just wish I could talk about them, because it would paint a very clear picture. But something that you wouldn't wish upon anybody, okay, uh, happened to her. And when this was happening, we were so thick in that fire that all of a sudden we were able to turn towards each other, and we realized, wait a second, we have to be a team. If we are not a team, we cannot support her, and her history will repeat itself over and over again after this. And that's when we were able to come together, and thankfully we've been able to stay that way up until now. And it hasn't been easy, but it's been something that we've had to remind each other of. So it took a lot of hardship and a lot of separation. We had to like separate all the way, stretch out all the way, so we could snap back together. And yeah, it was mostly the pain and the struggle to protect our daughter in that moment that led us to, yeah, coming back together and kind of like saying, you and I, we're the team, we're the foundation. Tanai doesn't live in between us; she lives around us.
the 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 mending of your relationship, right? Coming back together, almost like being stronger than you were before. That's I've learned a lot about my wife. I've learned a lot about our interaction, how to help her, how to support her, how to be supported by her through almost like the trial by fire that is, having a child. um and I'm curious, like, with that occurring, did you guys ever have the conversation of like, oh, like maybe we should have a baby, like maybe we should have a like maybe we should have a little baby too, and then we have Tanai and we have a baby? Like, did that come up?
Tanai wanted us to have a baby. We did not, because after experiencing being her parents, we were so tired. We were so exhausted. We had nothing left in the tank. that was the last thing we were thinking about. Plus, I also mentioned that we were not intimate for a very long time. And it's because we just couldn't. I couldn't, especially. I was just, yeah, shut off. In fact, I had a low moment where I drove to the airport and I just looked up tickets to Spain, to Sweden, and I'm just like, I'm out of here. I'm running away. I'm gonna be done, because I couldn't handle it. And thankfully, I didn't do it. And actually, Tanai's therapist came to see me. I called him, and he was able to, yeah, walk me through the steps. And thankfully, I chose to stay. But yeah, moments of weakness are there, and those moments of weakness, although you recover from them, sometimes stick around in ways that don't allow you to even think about, for example, having a baby. So yeah, we never considered it. But Tanya did bring up, hey, we could be foster parents again. I was like, you say what? but then again, as challenging as it has been, and I'm speaking in this way because I don't want to sugarcoat it, it's probably been the hardest thing I've ever done. It has been the hardest thing I've ever done. I would do it again. If you ask me right now, will you do it again? Will you start right now? I will. There's no doubt in my mind. So could we foster again? Yes. Could we have biological kids? Yes. Which one are we going to choose? Well, I don't know. But I'm not worried about that right now. I'll just let it come as time goes by.